Alright everybody, let's get after it. Now that we've arrived at Firelink and we've gone down to visit our skeleton buddies in the graveyard, I think I want to head up to the Undead Berg and at least go deal with the merchant up there. He has a few necessities. There's a little chalk stone you leave messages with, a repair box so I can repair my stuff at the bonfire, and you know, little things like that. Fire bombs, lots of fire bombs. Alright, so I've got a few items out of the graveyard down there with the skeletons. What that eventually leads to an area farther on where the skeletons can resurrect themselves and all this other stuff. There'll be some sorcerers down there to deal with and all that, and eventually lead to something called the Rite of Kindling, which allows us to increase the number of Estus flasks we can get at a bonfire. Each individual bonfire can be kindled, and then it can be kindled over and above the 10 flask limit. Up to, I don't remember if it's 15 or 20, but anyway. Okay, that was pretty close. Trying to parry this guy, and I noticed with this Morning Star, not only does my parry timing just seem to be just way off, I can't believe this weapon's making a difference, but a few times I've tried to dodge and have been completely unable to. The character just stands there. I have stamina, it just stands there. Go to parry and my shield doesn't move, and it's not my controller, it's stupid Morning Star. It's good against skeletons. I don't know, I'm gonna play with it a little bit here, you know, but I think I'm probably gonna wind up switching back to my axe unless I can find a longsword. Would be nice. Longswords are pretty cool. They have a great move set, and they're just a standard solid weapon. Well, eventually you get the claymore off the bridge, and that'll be the sword that I use primarily until I get my Moonlight Greatsword, because the movesets are really similar. The swing speed is really similar, so it's good to kind of get acclimated to it, and then once I pick up my MLGS, Moonlight Greatsword, then there won't really be any comfort curve there, you know, trying to get familiar with it all. It'll already be there. Bastard Sword's, or I mean the Claymore's real close. Bastard Sword too. Bastard Sword, I don't even think it has a single jab move. I think it's all slash, whereas the Claymore has one where you can stab and then slash also. It's a good all-around weapon. Anyway, come in here, my little rat buddy. This guy sometimes drops humanity. I didn't get lucky there, but he will drop humanities every once in a while. I'll see him more than once in this game, most definitely. The little gate there that I can't open now will eventually become a shortcut to the area essentially below the direction that I'm looking at now. I'm really just totally off when it comes to the timing on this weapon, just period. Not only does it seem to be affecting my dodging and parrying and all that kind of stuff, but this like 20-minute wind-up just to get a swing off, it's a little annoying. I think the reason they slow it down so much is because it has such a poise break ability. I mean, it hits so hard. May not do an extra, you know, tremendous amount of damage, but it hits really hard. You can even knock a shield down if somebody's got their shield up. You must just freak out, dude. Why don't you just spam your freak out, dude? Dude, shut up. Okay, thank you. Try to remember where everything's at here. All kinds of little side paths to find stuff in. You got these guys hanging off the ledge here. You just gotta swing early with this thing. Really not liking this weapon at all, honestly. It's amazing how they developed the move set for each weapon. Where I mean, seriously, you kind of build your entire character and your playstyle all around a particular weapon. Like, I don't know, for anyone who's really a fan of the Morningstar, you would you know, see how it scales, see how it stats. If you ever upgraded to a different weapon, you'd find one with a moveset similar to this one. That's a good thing, is there are weapons that have really similar, if not identical, movesets. Like, there may even be a great hammer that just is maybe slightly slower, although I can't see getting much slower than this piece of crap, but it might be even slower than this, but have almost identical swings, you know, in its moveset. Yeah, see, I dodged there. No doubt about it, I dodged, and, okay, it's time to retreat a little bit. Not cool. Wow. Wow. That sniper's got some pretty good range on a crossbow, considering when you have binoculars and a crossbow with max range, you're not going to get half that range that he's got. That's really fair. Awesome. Alright, well, just piss on my little parade. I'll come in with an attitude now. Okay, whatever, dude. Like that? How about you? Want some of that too? Alright. You know what? Screw this dude. We'll go kill him too. Just on general principles. Oh, really? That one-handed overhand isn't too bad. It's the two-handed where you wind up like you're wishing you hit a home run. Yeah, look at that. That's a pretty long wind-up for a small weapon. Little rat buddy doesn't want to drop any humanities for me either. Oh well. Alright, so really I want to unlock this bonfire up here, of course. This will be kind of a base of operations. It's a decent area to do some early farming. You know, if you need a few souls, if you want to get a few levels, or in my case, get a lot of the gear that this merchant up here has to offer. There's several items which will, you know, they're just kind of standard fare for the rest of the game. Like a bottomless box that allows you to store all your stuff. And an orange chalkstone so you can leave messages. You know, that's something you have to buy, you have to earn in this game, along with everything else. This isn't like Dark Souls 2 where half the stuff that you actually played for in Dark Souls 1 you start the game with in Dark Souls 2. It's not the case here. You pretty much have to earn every inch. Right? So the orange chalkstone allows you to leave messages. The bottomless box allows you to store stuff at your bonfire. Like I say, you actually have to go earn that. You have to buy it. He sells fire bombs, which are good to have early. You know, I mean, sure enough, I can throw fireballs, but we'll see in the case of the zombie dragon, which I'm going to go kill so I can mainly get the souls for killing him and a dragon scale. I'm going to want that dragon scale later for my Moonlight Greatsword, but he's guarding a really good shield. It's a fire-resistant shield that blocks 100% of physical damage. And the merchant here sells a shield also. It's called a heater shield, and it only weighs 2 pounds. And if you want a shield that blocks 100% physical damage, but that doesn't weigh a lot, that's like ideal. And the shield I have here on my back, this wooden shield, it blocks 95%, but it doesn't weigh really anything either. In fact, I may actually just keep this shield as a switch-up shield. You know, they ought to give this this Morningstar just a little bit bigger hitbox. Just a little bit. Considering the penalty you take in the long wind-up to swing, you ought to get some advantage. I'm not asking for, you know, a great sword hitbox, but, you know, maybe a little bigger than, you know, half an inch. That'd be nice. I don't know what I'm bitching about it for. I'm fixing to get rid of this thing. Switch back to my standard hand axe. You know, I really, honestly, the little extra damage I'm getting out of this thing is really not worth it. I'm swinging half as fast and getting owned twice as much. Yeah, there's really not much benefit to it at all, is there? I'm trying to think. Oh, the merchant also sells a key to this area. And I think, I'm trying to remember what doors it unlocks. There's a door that leads down to Havel, so I'll definitely be utilizing that. I really want Havel's ring. Don't remember which key. I don't know. I don't remember if it's the master key or if it's the Undead Berg key that you buy from the merchant that unlocks that door. But whatever the case, there's a few doors that the thing unlocks. So it's good to have. Oh, and there's one down below if you want to unlock the sorcerer merchant trainer guy. Big Hat Logan's little buddy. That's right. That's right. To get his door open, you also need to have the Undead Berg key. The master key won't even open that door. You have to have the key that this merchant sells. That's right. Wow. See, I need some more health. The next leveling I'm going to do is probably to get my strength up to where I can use my claymore. And once I have that, I'll have the 16 and... Well, actually, I'm going to have 12 dexterity. Claymore and the Moonlight Greatsword only take 16 and 10, but I have the 12 dexterity for the bow. That's my one little consolation. Wasted points in a sense, but it's my PvE stats. I like having a bow for a lot of things in the environment. It makes some things a lot easier and faster.
Well, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
Alright, there we have the residence key. Okay. Undead Berg key, residence key, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna want that repair box later. Go ahead and stock up on some fire bombs as I can. And also need to remember to buy the orange chalk stone at some point. Start leaving messages. When your message gets raided here, instead of getting a quick healing like you get in Dark Souls 2, here you get a extra Estus flask. It'll just come out of nowhere. You'll see what looks kind of like a dose of health hitting your character, and you'll see your flasks go up. Well, I've been pushing 20 flasks before, where, you know, I only had my bonfires kindled to 10, and still I was, people rating helpful messages. Black fire bombs. I think those do extra damage versus bosses. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna be stubborn and play with this for just a little longer. So I dodged there too, all day long. I mean, it's just not reacting whatsoever. I swear it's because of the stupid Morningstar. It's doing something. I don't know why they call these things gold pine resin, because they're kind of like gold. They come in handy for the Taurus Demon and the gargoyles. If you got one left over, maybe even Quelaag. I really need hollow soldier leggings. That's a key to this build. And these guys don't seem to want to drop them. Alright, enough of that, dude. I miss kicking. Definitely missed kicking in Dark Souls 2. I mean, the shield break thing, that was all cool and everything, but getting to kick people off a ledge, sometimes, yeah, you just can't beat that. Okay, now here's my almost foolproof technique if I'm not trusting my parry and backstab abilities with this guy, considering he can basically one-hit me. And he offers a decent amount of souls, and, oh, a Titanite chunk, and possibly his sword. Maybe even his shield. Not sure if he drops Black Knight shield or not, but he does often drop a Black Knight sword. So I can get up here, and there's nothing he can do about it, essentially. Well, dodge my fireballs like a ninja, but other than that, it's really not a lot he can do. These guys, see if these guys might not drop a firebomb or two for me also. That'd be nice. Actually, I think they did. Nice. Alright. So here's having some firebombs, and spend them on him, and the firebombs I want for my dragon, the souls that this guy gives me, I can just go buy some more. Not a problem. Okay, this may seem just a little cheesy, but yeah, it beats getting one-shotted by this guy. I've gone so far as to do Havel like this too, but Havel will take about 700 or 800 firebombs to the face. Come on, dude. There we go. Oh, nice. I did get a sword. Alright. It's got a Titanite chunk for later. And the ring that this knight is guarding, it actually comes in handy early. I mean, it's not something I'll wear later in the game, but for right now, being lightly armored and, well, I'll be lightly armored the rest of the game. But, when your defense gets down to, I think when you get to 20% health or less, it kicks in kind of like the red tier stone ring. Kicks in for extra damage. Well, this one kicks in and boosts your overall defense. And I believe it's overall defense for all physical things like slash, piercing attacks, blunt, smashing attacks, and things like that. I believe all your forms of physical. I don't know that it affects your magic and fire and other kinds of defense like that. I'm not sure. But I think it just upgrades all of your physical defenses. Anyway, so I take these souls and go down here and go ahead and stock up on some more firebombs. And these are a convenience thing. They really are. They're a convenience thing. I mean, sure, I could have just gone melee with the knight, but
plenty of souls.
why not just do it the easy way? Alright. It may seem like a lot, but they'll come in handy.
Thank you very much. Come back.
You can, I believe, two-shot the ghosts down in New Londo with these things, too. You might get one to drop a jagged ghost blade. I don't remember the stats you need for those things. But it doesn't seem like it's very high. It actually seems like they're really low, and they're a good, really early game weapon. Kind of like a Drake Sword. Good early game. I wouldn't necessarily rely on those to PvP. High-level PvP or any of that kind of stuff, but PvE gameplay, just running around stabbing stuff, they're pretty effective. They don't have the range the Drake sword has, but they have decent damage. I believe they take twinklings to upgrade. That's something to consider. Of course, the Drake sword takes dragon scales. If and when I use the Drake sword, I've never upgraded it. I've never wasted a dragon scale on that thing. Oh, nice jump, Superman. You know, this dude's just gotten on my last nerve. We'll holler at you. Come on, man, I missed that. That's awesome. Hollow Soldier? No, darn it. I will see. You know, that was a good parry. I think whatever. I'm no parry expert, but in this Dark Souls, I can parry, and that, I believe, in my opinion, that should have been. That's fine. Well, everything's gonna respawn as soon as I head down this elevator to go deal with this dragon anyway, so I might as well go ahead and get all my stuff back now. So all that stuff leading back to Undead Berg, that'll all be there again. But it was going to be anyway. As soon as I take this elevator, it essentially respawns this area that I'm leaving. Once I get down here and do whatever I'm going to do, I can just homeward bone. Cool thing about these elevators, they have this funky little switch in the middle that you can step on it and roll right off and send the elevator back where it came. Save you some time later on. You know, see, now it'll go back up for me. So if I homeward bone, it'll be up top again, and I won't have to wait for it later. I hate messing with this dude. I usually leave him be. He's so cool. He's just chilling. Hanging out, you know, looking out over the water, reminiscing about old times, you know, old times. Awesome. Alright, so having the master key definitely comes in handy right here. Now, I get to the other side of this bridge, and this little door off to the right leads to Blighttown. Alright, down there to the Poison Swamp area. I could essentially go fight Quelaag right this minute if I felt like it. Alright, so that's always open to me there, but I'm not really too much worried about Blighttown until I can get to the forest and get the merchant from the forest available. Because I'm going to want the flippy ring, but I'm going to want things that the merchant has for sale also. Alright, see this last little bush right here? That's your, that's kind of like a little landmark on a safe zone. As long as you're behind that, this dude's toxic vomit won't hit you. And you can safely chunk firebombs from right here. As long as you've got a lock on that dragon, you know where your firebombs are going to go. This doesn't take too terribly long. And this dude has just a crap ton of health, though. I want to say he has 2,500 to 3,500 hit points, at least. I don't know, you can sit here and count it to yourself, but I figure I'm doing 125 apiece, and I believe I hit him with at least 20 of these things, if not more. Also, if you have a bow, you can just sit here, and it takes, with an unupgraded bow and regular wooden arrows, it takes, oh my gosh, well over 100. I think more like 200, 250 arrows. There we go. Now, see, he pays me back for everything I just spent. Yeah, 3,000. That's like friggin' 60 firebombs. You know, I mean, I'm not going to need so many of them now. And I still have enough fire bombs to go mess around down in New Londo. And I may come down and do that just to get some ghosts. There's a Firekeeper soul. So you know what? We will probably take care of that sooner than later. Firekeeper souls, what those do is they strengthen your Estus Flask, where they heal more. Okay, now that's not just for you. That's also for your summons. If you summon someone to help you, and they get in trouble, you can heal them, all right? And the stronger your Estus Flask, the more health they receive when you drink one, even if you're not hurt. So, anyway. See if I can still fast roll. I can't, so now it is time to finally trash this piece of crap. Sorry, guys, but I'm just really not liking that thing. All right. As long as I can still fast roll. Nice and splashy. Alright, and so it's just going to be some more of this until I get to that bonfire up there. Just past that merchant, alright? So, basically just retracing my steps once again. And all this is good because this is all just free souls that will go towards me getting stuff. I'm going to go get my orange chalk stone and do some other things like that, and then we'll head from that bonfire. May even become human and get a summons, although this is a place that's notorious for the level 1 Dark Wraith invaders to come through because they know you'll be at your weakest and they're scared to actually do real PvP, so they go spend hours and days and years getting their level 1 guy through the game and get all the in-game gear, right? Yeah, anyway. Alright, so for some more Dark Souls, man, go ahead and click that top box, okay? And then for a complete list of all my videos, go ahead and click that bottom box. And if you want to subscribe and follow the channel, click that box there over my head. Alright, remember to share videos with your friends and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Alright, thanks. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.